what's up, everybody? Welcome to We're Offended, You're Offended. I'm Kim, this is Tyler, and it is Tuesday, day of the 2. I don't know what that means, but it's got a nice little ring to it, so I just go with it. Hope everyone's had a fantastic day so far, and thank you for coming and sitting with us and listening to some of the craziness we got going on in the world today. What do we got going on today, Tyler?
So there's been a lot of scrutiny with regards to the Arrive Can app. If you don't know what the Arrive Can app, it's basically government-funded tracking software. We're going to talk about that, and with a new segment that we have, which has been affectionately called This Week in Woke. So we're going to talk about how a person got fired from their job because they weren't woke enough. Oh boy, the circular
I'm excited
firing
about this
squad.
one. I'm super excited about this one.
And then we're going to talk about monkeypox, the new rage that's going on, and how just how it's bullshit. Well, I shouldn't say how it's bullshit, but how the government's response, of course, is it's very political if it was about science. But we'll talk about that. And oh boy, oh my, George Takei.
I was just thinking that.
Hospitals, ER hospitals are looking at shutting down. No, I shouldn't say looking at. They are shutting down in response to staff shortages.
Still?
So we'll talk about that in a bunch of. Oh, it's only getting worse. Government does a great job. You do a great job at making a problem worse, and then you go, I know what to do. Make it worse. That's what I need to do.
100%.
All right, so we're going to talk about that and a bunch of other stuff. So, you know what? Let's start let's get the Leo going.
How can we dance when they don't produce anything? They don't do anything. I don't sleep while our beds are burning. How can we dance when our earth is turning?
And we're back.
Okay,
but
so
before we get into
start.
anything, sorry, one moment. Before we get into anything, there's somebody else who just wants to say a little something quickly.
Feed me Seymour. Feed me all night long.
That's right. Feed that subscribe button and the like and the share. Share us with the world.
Okay, so now that all that bullshit's out of the way, let's get into. So there was a video that was released on Twitter by Greg Wycliffe. Highcliffe? I'm gonna go with Cliff. So let's just play this. There's some fuckery afoot. I tell you what, Molly. All right, hit it.
So Canada, have we decided that Arrive Can is sus yet? First, let's take a look at the Apple App Store. Tinder has 40K ratings. The Google app has 29K ratings. Uber has 104K ratings, and Arrive Can has half a million ratings, with an average of 4.5. Isn't that cool? Even Airbnb, an app all about travel, only has 84K. So could it be that
right,
Apple
I think
users are
that
just
makes the
more
point.
compliant
I think
just
that makes the point. Would you agree?
Maybe.
So,
I don't know. I'm a little
so
dumb. Can you dumb it out
Oh,
for me?
well, there's a thing called review botting. So where you pay companies in order to basically, hey, we need to pump up these numbers. I need 10,000 reviews. I need 100,000. I need 1 million reviews. How much would it cost? How much would it cost in order to achieve this outcome? Okay, so I had taken a screenshot and I don't have it in here, but the Arrive Can app on Google is at 174,000 reviews. And
Really?
it's at a 3.9. There's a lot of ones and there's oddly enough, a lot of 5s.
Suspish.
Yeah. So I would like to know. I think Rebel News. Why not seek a Freedom of Information Act request for government funding pertaining to the ArriveCan app and review brigading? I would love to know. I would love to hear that. What did our tax dollars go to artificially inflate, to artificially rise up? Because about 2 or 3 months ago, it was sitting at about a 1.1. Or a couple, maybe not 2 months ago, but a
Nice.
couple months ago, it was sitting at about a 1.1. Now suddenly it's at a 3.9. And I was looking through the 5-star reviews in order to see, like, well, what are people so happy about? This one, and trust me, there are tons of them. It's just this one said it so clearly. And it says, I found the app very user-friendly and easy to use. Thank you, Government of Canada, for allowing us to travel.
Aw. That's sweet.
By providing an easy solution of showing proof of vaccination.
That's nice.
That you allowed us.
Thank you, sir, for letting us out of our cages so we could go visit our families.
Yeah. Well, and if we'll touch on this a lot more later, but look at how the government responded to COVID, and look at how they suddenly are reacting in terms of monkeypox. Very similar situations we have going on here, but look at how they're acting for one over the other. Doesn't seem scientific, but we'll talk about that later.
I'm not even going to lie. I actually kind of forgot about the monkeypox. Like with COVID, it seemed like it was literally in your face everywhere all the time.
Well, unless you're a gay man, you don't really have anything to worry about.
Well, so, I am a gay man. Shit.
Well, I identify as a gay man trapped in a woman's body who's actually a man.
Peter?
That's how we play this now, right? That's how we do this?
Yeah.
All right, so we Canadian taxpayers funded this. We spent well over $1 million in development of the ArriveCan app. That's about what. Well, it's more than $1 million. I don't remember the exact figure off the top of my head, but your tax dollars funded your own digital revolution in terms of invasion of privacy, your ability to travel. Our passport has such an interesting little blurb on the front of it that do not impede this travel or this traveler. I could go grab it, but I'm not going to. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. Are you my mom? You're not my mom. Okay?
I am. I'm just kidding.
So you funded your own digital ID revolution where now the government has absolute control and can access your phone and the information and your medical records on it. Okay? You also funded your own advertising. So we have this from CTV News, where the Fed spent more than $600K in hiring influencers in 2021. According to a CTV News analysis of documents recently tabled in the House of Commons, more than a dozen federal departments and agencies employed influencers to help get their message out last year about vaccinations, about ArriveCan, all this type of stuff. You funded your own demise.
I think it's kind of funny, and maybe I guess I don't want to give them credit though, but I mean, I guess it is kind of smart that they would use influencers to, push the agenda or the narrative or whatever the hell you want to call it to people, because people look up to these people for whatever reason. Like it's just a lot of these people, it doesn't make any sense why people are even looking up to them anyway. It's like, oh my God, they can do such great TikTok dances. That's so nice. Like,
so this this is one thing that's really insane. So online, it's crazy when you hear someone like, yo, this, like, if you meet someone and, oh my God, they have 1 million subscribers or whatever, like that, they're a big YouTube channel. On YouTube, they're big. Or there are multi-million dollar or million subscriber channels you've never even heard of. And they get hundreds of thousands of views, millions of dollars a year, in royalties and ads and all this type of shit. And you've never ever heard of them. Furthermore, when they go out into public, mostly they're unknown. And it's ridiculous how there's just that shift. Online, oh, I'm a big famous superstar. I think the only one that really broke through that was Ninja. He was the only one that really broke through that, where he was a household name.
Yeah. I wonder. Oh, fuck. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, okay. I remember. Wow. It's been a day, guys. Okay. So I have a question for you. Actually, I have a question for all of you. And I want you to leave your answer in the comment section below. What would you do for money? You think about these influencers, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself that I wonder how many of these influencers are actually believing the word vomit coming out of their mouths. Like if they're actually on that side and they're like, yes, like I totally believe in this. So yes, I'm going to support it. And great, I'm going to get paid for this. Or if someone's going, hey, I got this big check for you here if you say this to all your influencer people or all your little people followers. You can take the check and say what I want you to say, or like, I wonder how many of those people would actually take that check,
I think a lot of them would, because, so people that are typically online, they live a different world. There was famously, if you don't, I'm sure anyone that listens to this has no idea who I'm talking about, but Pokimane was saying that she hates capitalism, but yet you're a multimillionaire. She has a closet just dedicated to shoes.
Jesus.
But yet she says, I hate capitalism. What do you mean? Your net worth is like in the you directly benefited from it. But I don't fault them. I don't. It's more just you are directly a benefit of the system that you are supposedly absolutely hate. You are a result of it. The ability to market and project to lots of people for very little effort. And I don't mean that as a disrespect. Like any capitalist or any business's idea is to provide a service to a large number of people for a very low price, or what the market can bear. And well, a lot of people can afford $2.50 to give to their favorite Twitch streamer. They can afford $2.50 a month. But if you have $2.50 a month times, say, 100,000 people, well, now we have something going on here. That's where this this difference is.
This becomes a very.
I'm about to lose my fucking mind.
Why? Did it froze? The joys of internet. It's so much fun. Oh, now I'm beeping.
Is that fucking good enough?
So
Jesus Christ, I'm not even doing anything.
Stop moving so much. The internet just can't handle it. Hey, get back here. That face.
I'm not even. All right. Well, I turned off. It's just audio only for me. So I don't know if you can see me.
Well, no, I can't see you. I see your silly picture. That's it.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's
wait.
So the Canadian government has now funded that. What?
I didn't get to say my thought. So I wonder if, like, okay, at what point then, when are people going to kind of realize that a lot of the stuff that they're hearing isn't actual, what that person actually believes? Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone came up to you and you were really strapped for cash, you know, you really needed money for something, and I'm not talking about some fancy shoes, I'm talking like you really needed something, and somebody is holding this big old check in front of your face, and even though it goes against your morals and how you actually feel on the inside, a lot of people are going to take that check. They're going to take that check and they're going to say what the other person wants them to say. And it just kind of makes you think, like, how many people do you actually hear endorsing things actually believe in what they're endorsing?
Okay, so yeah, the point that I was going to make before that piece of shit died, that, like, people online live a very different world. Like, they're very much in their own bubble. They're in their own world, and they just think, you know, hey, how, like, where does milk come from? Well, it comes from the grocery store. It's just in the grocery store.
Moo.
Yeah, but how does it get there? What do you mean? How does it get there? It's just there. Like, that is what some people think. Genuinely.
Are people that naive? Really?
Oh, you want a better one? They think that power just comes from the wall. They aren't able to grasp the idea that actually, no, the power comes from it. You know, wires, comes from a generator somewhere. That energy is produced somewhere and it's put there through wiring. But so they live in a world that, well, I make lots of money and I do this. Why isn't everyone else? Everyone else must be doing that. No, there are a lot of people that are actually working. They are providing a service. Yours is a service of convenience. So it's like, okay, here's a perfect example. Like, look at this. So we have this article from the Daily Mail where Demi Lovato admits she's no longer using they, them. A fantastic way of saying, I'm irrelevant, give me attention.
Oh, I remember when all of a sudden she came out saying that. I was like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, and now she's gone back to being a she, her. Saying, I'm such a fluid person.
Oh,
I've
Jesus.
actually adopted the pronouns of she, her again with me. So for me, I'm such a fluid person that I don't find that I am. I felt like, holy shit, it's all about me. Narcissism. I feel like, especially last year, my energy was balanced and my masculine and feminine energy, so that when I was faced with the choice of walking into a bathroom and it said women and men, I didn't feel like there was a bathroom for me because I didn't feel like necessarily a woman. Shut up. This is what I talk about. This is the height of first world problem. I didn't know which bathroom to use. Well, there are a lot of places, and and I understand that the argument can be made. Well, because of something that's happening here, you shouldn't be grateful because there's something terrible happening somewhere else. We are so comfortable. We are so weak that this is our I don't know, our raison d'etre, also known as raisin dates. This is what we push. This is what we need. This is our fight. Is I don't know which bathroom to use because I don't know. Do you not have like something down there? Can you not look down and go, oh?
No, see, what this has turned into now is you literally have, okay, so before people were complaining that, you have male or men and women bathrooms. So that's, it's separating. And I don't really think that's fair. I think we should have like co-ed bathrooms for men and women. So now they decided to bend over, take it up the tailpipe and do what these people wanted and make co-ed bathrooms. And then someone decided, I'm going to look at it and go, no, I don't really feel like that's the right thing for me. I want men and women bathrooms. Like, seriously? They just keep changing their mind. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's that psychosis. Like, and the thing is, like, there's no, what do you call it? Demi Lovato has been very open with her mental illnesses and stuff like that, and her struggles and stuff that she's gone through. And I feel really bad for her.
Boy, does she ever.
And
Boy, does she ever have mental illnesses. Holy. All 5 of her personalities.
But it's like, okay, come on, people. And it's like, as soon as she came out as they, them, all of a sudden she was back in that tabloid again, right? Like you hadn't really seen her around in a while. And then all of a sudden she was back in there. And then now it's like, oh shit, people don't care about me anymore. I'm going to go back to she. Yep. Bring me back.
You know what I need to do? You know what? I need to sing Imagine. That's what I'll do. Because I know if I just sing Imagine, it's going to, you know what, Christians, I'm coming at you right now. It is like when you say, I'm praying for you. It's very much the same thing. I am doing the least possible effort in order to feign as though I'm actually concerned or actually trying to do something.
I'm gonna fight a little back with you on that one, because there's a very big difference in doing very little to try to help somebody because you don't understand or whatever. But to really hardcore religious people, I mean, that is their whole belief system. Like they believe with everything that if you just pray that this holy guy in the sky is going to come down and actually help somebody, get away their illnesses, save them, stuff like that. Like they really truly are believing that them putting all this thought and effort is actually trying to help somebody. I don't know. For me, like when it comes to religion and stuff like that, because they believe in this high deity in the sky and they believe that they have powers, that they believe.
What's the difference?
The difference between what exactly?
What's the difference between a bunch of people saying, if I sing Imagine, that's going to solve everyone's problems? What's the difference from someone saying, okay, I spent 3 minutes singing a shitty fucking song by a shitty fucking band that was garbage back in its time, let alone now. What's the difference from I took 3 minutes in order to project something out to the world? What's the difference from someone's you're just believing the same thing. It's just okay. Instead of saying I believe in, I'm going to do this. I'm going to worship to God in order for him to offer you a speedy recovery or whatever stupid shit. Okay? What's the difference than saying, I'm going to sing this song and it's going to heal the world? Replace one for the other. I'm going to worship God and
because
sing a song and it's going to alleviate people's pain.
Because, okay, for one, I'm not going to diminish the fact that there really is power in music in the aspect that it really can help a person feel better, not make illnesses go away. Like it's not magical, but it can help lift a spirit, right? Like make you feel better. So singing a song, okay, that's great. You're trying to lift people's spirits. You know, Michael Jackson's Heal the World, that was a fantastic song. But, you know, when it comes to things like religion, that's not just something that all of a sudden someone was sitting around and was like, you know what? You're not doing so hot. I'm going to be a Buddhist and I'm going to pray to Buddha to make you have a speedy recovery and make you better for 3 minutes. Something that I don't actually really believe in. Like when it comes to religion, like this is generally people who have found religion, but majority people who grew up in religion. So this is what they were brought to. And these are the really deep beliefs that people have. That I think that there's a big difference between that and a song believing that it might heal the world, so to speak.
Sounds the exact same to me.
Well, it might, but
all right. No, it's just Demi Lovato. Irrelevant. Try to make myself irrelevant. That's basically the end of it.
I'll agree
So
with that.
let's get into the new segment this week in woke. So hit it.
Can I hit it? Yeah.
Neurodivergent
Yeah.
noun self pronouns. Animal noun self pronouns.
What?
Homosexuality, say asexual, demisexual, and cupiosexual.
Asexuality and allosexual.
Oh my God. I fucking love it. Now, if anybody doesn't know what that scene at the end is from, it's from a movie called Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Y'all need to watch it. It was perfect. I love it.
Oh God! All right.
So
okay,
what is this week in woke?
for this segment of This Week in Woke? So this was an article that was actually done by Rebel News. So a transgender activist. She's a writer, a non-binary transgender boy who goes by Z/Zer pronouns.
That's how
Was-
you spell that? Sorry.
Pronoun was canceled by socialist activists after details exposed Mardal as an employee of Lockheed Martin. So it's not, this is where you have one thing wrong. One thing wrong. How many more descriptors do you need? A writer, activist, non-binary, transgender boy who goes by Z/Zer pronouns. Holy descriptors.
That
But
hurts my brain.
She got canceled. She got canceled because she works at a weapons manufacturing company. Instead of, if this was truly the group of inclusion, the group of diversity, well, even warmongers at Lockheed Martin, even they have struggle sessions in their woke ideology. And here to even top this off, Mardal, who insisted that reading books is ableist. Reading a book. I've
How
been
is that
aware that
ableist?
someone's trying to dox me. Well, because some people can't. So this is true. This is the circular firing squad that they can't help each other. It's a purity test. It's no different than the Puritans saying, if you, I don't know, if you happen to look at another boy, well, you're going to hell. I understand it's extreme, but is it? It's not. Because of a place that you work, instead of saying, wow, there's someone that's, we could have a representation in a weapon manufacturing company, and they could actually, be an ally. Well, nope. You checked off the wrong box. So now you need to be removed. You need to be canceled.
All right. Wow.
This is how they are.
It's kind of crazy to me that there are so many people out there being canceled for not being woke enough. Not even just not being woke, but not being woke enough.
Yeah. It's not enough. It's not enough that you subscribe to everything else. They will find the one thing and they will say, not good enough, heathen.
Well, yeah, you're on the left, but you're working for something that the right, that they agree with, which is weapons and such.
Which is so weird, because actually the right now is strongly against like military expansionism and imperialism. That's the left that has been supporting this. Supporting all this type of stuff. But this is truly, the tall grass must be cut. Anyone that stands out, anyone that doesn't, is not conforming to everyone. The lowest common denominator. Crabs in a bucket. What? How many other cliche terms do I need to use?
That's a
If you
cliche.
stand out. Oh, crabs in a bucket? Yeah.
I thought that was just a song. I never.
No, it's the idea that crabs, instead of helping themselves to actually get out, they pull the one that's getting out down with them. So, crabs in a bucket.
Huh. The blonde
Yeah.
runs deep,
So
people.
that's. Oh boy, does it ever. But that is it. Oh, you work at Lockheed Martin? Well, we didn't have anyone that works. Cut that section off.
Yeah.
And fuck's sake, I'm gonna start choking.
I love how you go robot-y, and then you can all of a sudden hear perfectly clear, fuck's sakes, I'm gonna every time.
When you seen that meme of, like the left and the right thing, and then the left person ends up shoving that person in the middle, and they're on the right, and the right character is going, "Oh man, are you okay?" And then the left person's going, "Why are you siding with them?" Like, well, you shoved me out.
You just pushed me
It's
over
that type
here.
of stuff.
Yeah. Were you hoping to have a little push off? I don't know.
All right. So that will conclude this week in woke. You're not woke enough, even though you're reading books as ableist. All right. Okay. Fantastic. Oh God. You want to play that outro?
I don't have an outro for that, but that's creepy.
Play it again, you ding dong.
Oh, then yes, please.
Neurodivergent noun self pronoun. Animal noun self pronoun.
What?
Homosexuality, say asexual, demisexual, and cupiosexual.
Asexuality and allosexual.
So I'm just still kind of getting used to this stuff. Okay, we've spiced them things up a little bit, so excuse the finger fumblage sometimes. And yeah,
Men, just cut her some slack. She's a woman. I know.
hard.
If I could have a guy co-host, if I was gay, yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You would still have me. You love it.
All right, so let's get into this monkeypox stuff. So this is monkeypox is the new hotness. COVID, you're old and busted. We need that new hotness. Ukraine, no one really cares about that. Okay, well, now let's talk about this.
Oh,
So
hell
this is
no.
according to Wikipedia. So take it as you will. So this is the outbreak. So the 2022 monkeypox outbreak in Canada is part of the outbreak of human monkeypox caused by the West African clade of the monkeypox virus. You mean how it spread in a music festival where a bunch of gay men were having sex?
Hold up. That's where it spread, was in a music festival?
Yep.
For real?
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of music they were playing.
What,
Ain't no
EDM
mucking
or whatever?
around.
Ain't no.
Monkey?
No, it's like the monkeys.
Hey, we're the monkeys.
monkeys.
Oh, son of a
We don't
bitch.
like
They did almost
we
like.
don't like tits in our vag. We only like sucking cocks or something.
that
Something
ain't
to
so
effect. I don't remember how
bad.
All right, but so this is the new rage, and who is this disproportionately affecting? Gay men, almost overwhelmingly gay men. This is who this is actually impacting. Okay, well, what is this? This is kind of weird. Happy Pride, Vancouver! Thanks to the Liberal volunteers and everyone who joined to the parade today to celebrate diversity and stand with LGBTQ communities. It seems weird. It seems weird that politically, if it goes against here, I think I truly, truly believe this. The left in Canada are going to take the position of how AIDS was dealt in the 80s. That is what I think they're going to do.
I'm thinking
Because
of
they're going
Fauci.
to give, well, they're going to give wrong information, not actually help the people that are directly impacted by this or that are going to be impacted by this. They just say, you know what? No, it doesn't happen. No, we can't have any negative publicity with regards to this. So I was looking at, well, how many cases are of monkeypox? Well, Ontario and Quebec. I guess there's a lot of butt stuffing. You know.
Oh, jeez.
Oddly enough, British Columbia only has 61 cases. I figured it'd be
That
so much higher.
surprises me.
There's 0 in Manitoba. No gay sex here. We outlawed
Just
that back when
doesn't happen.
But so you see, how did the government respond? Respond with regards to COVID. What did the Canadian government do? What did governments around the world do? What did
Lock
they
it
do?
down.
They locked everyone down. They said, "Well, you're killing grandma." Now what are they going to say? Well, what, you're killing grandpa? Grandpa needs to get his he needs to get his he needs to get that chocolate starfish. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, just curious. When you're saying that this is affecting more gay people, are you talking male gay people or gay people in general, like female and or male?
99.9% of infections are gay men.
Jesus.
99.9. The 0.1 is the animal that started this whole thing.
The monkey?
So, well, whatever it was, somebody's doing the fucking, okay? Somebody's doing it. But you've seen how they responded with COVID. They just sweeping broad shut everything down, lock everything down. Regardless of what science was saying, now how the government is now saying, oh, well, you have to take those risks into account if you're going to, if you're going to use a therapeutic. Oh. So that's the position we've gone to now. But what did they do? What did they do with the monkeypox? Are they talking about, hey, gay men? They have a very high promiscuity. They like to fuck. Okay?
They like to get down and dirty.
And did you see that thing from Tucker Carlson?
No.
He called it schlong COVID.
Schlong? Oh my God.
Schlong COVID.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. Oh, funny.
That's a good one. I'm not gonna. I'm really sorry, Trump, but that's much funnier than the China virus. Just saying, schlong COVID. Schlong COVID. Like it's it's funny.
Yeah, schlong. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's a little more clever.
The Kung flu.
Okay, that one. Whoever came up with that was pretty funny too.
But so the liberals are playing in a position of, we are the group of diversity. Well, no, because you anyone that actually went against the government approved narrative or just said, hey, I want the freedom to choose for myself. A true liberal, a libertarian would go, you know what? Live and let live. You do your thing. This is not their position. They went, no, you will comply or I will make you. That's a very different position than, you know what? Hey, you do you, sunshine. You do what you want to do.
Please, sir, don't hurt me.
But because now they've pigeonholed themselves as the group of diversity, they can't shut anything down with regards to this. They have to ride this out like a gay man in a bathhouse. They have to ride this out. But what are they going to do? Well, Canada has been immigrating people to the tune of about 250,000 people a year. Well, in Muslim communities, they're very conservative. Mexicans, a lot of Catholics, a lot of Christians, Ukrainians. Oh, you think they're totally, the transgender supporting group? Nope. Nope. They're actually quite religious. Those are quite religious groups.
Actually, come to think of it, I see a lot of people who've come from the Ukraine on a daily basis. And yeah, I got to say, I don't think I've seen one female, at least, that wasn't wearing a cross of some sorts.
Yeah. Well, think of anyone from Colombia, anyone from any Muslim countries, any East Indian countries.
Spanish countries?
Spanish. Well, funny you bring this up, from Christopher Rufo. The Spanish-speaking media has picked up on the phrase transvestite strippers, saying that progressives' hero worship of drag queens will lead to Hispanic voters abandoning the Democratic Party. That's what's going on in the States, and you think that is not happening here?
Does anybody else out there, when they hear the word transvestite, think of that movie? Oh my God. Was that horror? Oh my God.
Rocky
Horror Picture Show. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, I just lost it.
Transvestite.
I know. Every time I hear that word, that's what comes into my head.
All right, but so what you're seeing here, the liberals have pigeonholed them into a position of, okay, well, we're going after the fringe group. We're going down with we're now siding with the lockdown crowd. We're supporting this leftist type of move. That's what they've done. They can no longer walk back the any of those statements, because immediately they will be seen as a hypocrite. It will be seen as political theater, because that's exactly how this looks. Second COVID was discovered. Lock it down. Shut everything down. 2 weeks to flatten the curve. How about 2 weeks to straighten out dudes' cocks? No, we can't do that now. You can't. You are going to be the champions of the alphabet or rainbow society. That's the position you now gone, because now, what are they going to say? Why are you preventing us from exercising our rights? We have a right to do this. Okay. That's where you've put yourself. This is what happens when you want to play identity politics. This is exactly what happens with identity politics. Instead of advocating for this is the law of the land, you go selective enforcement. Because Did you see that thing with San Francisco? How
The poop?
they had a giant BDSM parade? Well, no, that's just San Francisco in general. But
No.
the day after San Francisco had done a BDSM parade. BDSM parade. For anyone that doesn't know, that's whips and chains. That type of stuff. A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, carry on.
The day after, they had to issue a state of emergency for monkeypox.
No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. 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 Hell no. 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 I refuse. No. No.
At what point? Okay, so we went from having gay pride parades, which I've never really had an issue with until it started getting a little too risque.
Gay? A little too gay?
No, when it became a little too visual. I keep thinking of that guy in the freaking Bugs Bunny mask jumping around with his schlong all over the place. But anyway,
the Liberal Party was there for that too. So.
I know. But then, okay, now a BDSM parade. Okay, so at what point, the gay pride parade, you can people, I guess, successfully disguise it as, being prideful, which, okay, it is. But the way that they kind of went over above and beyond in front of children and stuff like that was really not okay. But, they did it under that, well, it's okay because it's gay.
That banner.
Thank you. Yes. But BDSM, bondage.
For children, then there's children,
Really?
But this is the position that you've put yourself here. You are going to be alienating people when they go, holy shit, I can't afford gas. I can't afford food. I can't afford my home. What did I give up? What position was I told, hey, you know what? Do the right thing. Well, the right thing wasn't good enough, so do more of it. Do more of it. Do you feel used yet? Do you feel pandered to yet? Do you feel that you were duped? And to top that off, they exploited tragedies in order to further their own agenda.
Oh, yeah. Gun
Repeatedly.
control. Yeah. The list can just keep going on and on. I mean, I wonder how many people were actually sitting there watching this, thinking to themselves that, wow, this 50 Shades of Grey is definitely family friendly coming down the street.
Well, and how much are they going to have to keep pushing this? How much? The Liberal Party standing there, gay as fuck, saying we support the Alphabet Soup Society community rainbows. That's where. And okay, you know what? My black and brown brethren, my fellow darkies, even though I'm not dark, but I'm an honorary brother. Do you like being used as I don't know, I guess as a marketing campaign? Isn't that objectifying? I thought women were all against the objectification. I thought they didn't want that. But
Women
now
don't exist anymore.
you've literally flipped it on your head. Instead of it being, there's more to women than just a nice pair of eyes and tits. Okay, shut up. No one cares about a woman's eyes. We only care about your tits. So shut the fuck up.
It's true, people. It's true.
But now it has literally come. What I am is only skin deep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Skin deep or your sexual preference.
Balls deep?
Yeah.
Balls
there
deep?
you go. Skin deep or balls deep. I like it. And you know what? To all the women out there who don't have balls, just relax. See, it's a figure of speech. Come on.
Yeah. And you know what? Okay. Well, I'll say this, and we'll move on to the ICU and how nurses are basically screwed. Her pussy is not a vagina. It is from pusillanimous, which means to be cowardly. That's what pussy means. So, you're a fucking pussy. You're a coward. You're someone lacking character. That's where that comes from.
Yeah. And I gotta say, a women's area definitely is not cowardly. It takes a pounding. Just saying.
All right, Betty White. All right, so let's touch on this last section here. So from CTV News, actually, you know what? I can just the several hospitals across Ontario announced this weekend they'd be temporarily closing or reducing services in their emergency rooms and ICUs due to the ongoing staffing crunch. So again, the government has shut businesses down, forced you out of a job, and said, we've had cancer. More people have been getting diagnosed with cancer later. People that needed surgeries or even elective surgeries have been pushed further back. Doctors, nurses have been either let go or they're completely burned out and done.
Well, I mean, I don't even know how a lot of the other provinces, other than in Manitoba, or I don't know, is this article from Manitoba or is this just in general?
Ontario.
Okay.
That's in Ontario.
So I don't know what it's like there, if their federal government has eased up a little bit on the grippage and allowed people who were against the vaccine to go back to work or not. But if not, I mean...
No, I think actually a lot of people have been that to be a nurse now, you have to have them. Well, if you're seeing a 1 in 5,000 healthy people are developing heart complications, that's just myocarditis. That's not the deluge of other stuff that government papers are now being released that, oh no, this is 100% political. And you know what? As a quick little aside, it's fantastic to see that ArriveCan was trending and people are bashing it. I love that people have taken the I stand with Trudeau and completely turned that on its head, saying, yeah, I stand with Trudeau being tried for treason and all this stuff. So it's fantastic.
Yes.
It's always trending. But so from the Toronto Sun. So this was a report of 11 countries in the Commonwealth nation. Of 11 countries, sorry, not Commonwealth nations, shows 29% of Canadians had to wait 4 hours or longer to be seen by a practitioner during their most recent emergency department visit.
4 hours or more. I got to say that's actually pretty, that's not too bad.
Right.
That's really sad to say, but you know.
Just you wait. Highest portion of patients with long delays to see a specialist was nearly 56%. That 29%, the international average is 11. That's the international average of wait times is of 29, where Canada is. The average is 11% of people had to wait more than 4 hours. Highest wait to see a specialist was 56% of people had to wait longer than 4 weeks compared to the international average of 36. Everyone shits on the US. Well, weird because the US was 24%. More than half. Or less than half, I should say.
That's less than a quarter, yeah.
Where are we so proud? Why are we so proud of our free healthcare? Where a third of them were there. When you see an article about, oh, this person died in the hospital waiting in the ER, it's not a oh my God, it's a I'm not surprised.
There was actually
where a person that had a broken leg and they sat there for days.
Yeah, wasn't it like 4 days? I was just about to mention that one. Wasn't it like 4 days or something they sat there waiting to get help?
It's unbelievable. Yeah. And this is supposed to be a champion thing. And okay, so let's look at a little bit more. So this was from the Fraser Institute. Okay, this was back in 2020 for general practitioners to consultation with a specialist. The wait time in this segment increased from 10% or 10 weeks, in 2019 to 10.5 in 2020. That wait time is 184% longer than in 1993 when it was 3.7.
Weeks.
The shortest
That's
waits for
crazy.
specialist consultations are in Quebec, and which is over just shy of 2 months. While the longest, of course, is PEI, because PEI is dog shit for almost 30 weeks.
Oh my God.
The wait time. Okay, so from seeing a specialist to actually receiving treatment, the wait time in this segment increased from 10.8 in 2019 to 12.1 in 2020. The wait time is 116% longer than its shortest in 1993. Seeing a trend here? The shortest specialist to treatment waits are found in Ontario at 8 weeks. The longest is Nova Scotia for over 30 weeks. And then I was looking, well, what are the worst emergency rooms in Canada? Well, according in 2019, Quebec had the worst with 51% of people waiting more than 4 hours. In
Jesus.
2017, they had shifts where they had no doctors on staff.
How is that even possible?
So a scary story. In Quebec, the emergency physician shortage is so great that some hospitals report having dozens of shifts with zero doctors on duty. In 2017, the CBC reported that its first quarter alone, one hospital had more than 26 shifts without even one emergency physician on duty.
Oh my God.
All right. And then, you know what? With us being in Manitoba, I had to look. Nearly 30% of people had to wait more than 4 hours. And they were churning out evidence of hospitals so over capacity that visits can not only exceed 16 hours, but also provide standing room only while you wait. You couldn't even sit down. And you know why?
God.
You want to know why? Because a lot of our physicians, okay, we don't have a lot of them in Manitoba. A lot of them, they leave to go other places where they can actually work, where they actually get money. But our inability to actually access a physician. You can't call someone, so where do you go? Oh, well, my doctor closes at 5:00. I can't go to a walk-in clinic. I have to go to the hospital. That's a lot what has happened here. And we champion this. We've for whatever reason, the government felt it necessary in order to lump dental care in with this shit.
Well, yeah. And I mean, these are numbers before that it had even gone through. So now that you're going to lump that into there, I think numbers are just going to get worse and worse, unfortunately.
Oh, they absolutely are. So, you know what? Liberals, NDP, chef's kiss. I await my monkeypox, schlong COVID. I await it.
Do you get dots on you
But
too,
you know
like you do with chickenpox?
I think you actually become African.
Well, that could lead to problems because then what if people start, getting mad at you for blackface?
Sorry, I got schlong COVID. Nothing I can do about it. Unlike our fearless leader who just can't help themselves. But how much suffering is this costing us? That was a big question. Well, not necessarily. It's not a big question. We can see what's going on. Cancer rates are up. People are people are suffering. And the government just says, "Oh well, not much we can do about it. We've created the problem. Now we're going to fund ourselves in order to not solve the problem."
Say lovey.
Okay. All right. So, gays, fucking wrap it. Maybe find a good man. Find someone that, you know what? Maybe find someone that will make you feel as happy and as fulfilling as the liberal parties do when they see a naked man twerking in front of children. Find someone like that. Make them smile as much as that. Okay? All right. With that,
Oh my God.
Let's get out of here.
With that beautiful image. Yes. All right. Well, thank you everybody for taking the time out of your day to sit with us and listen to some of the things that we got to say about the craziness going on in the world today. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, check out all the places in the description box below, and we out.